Welcome, everybody, to the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast, a weekly automotive podcast hosted by four drivers from the PDX Sim team. Myself, Sean, followed up by Jimbo, Coach Mike, and Todd. Join us every Monday as we drop a new episode of the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast where we talk about sim racing, motorsports, and street cars, the new up-and-coming street cars are coming out, fun cars that we would like to drive. So we're talking, the new Porsches, the new Z car, Ferrari, Lamborghini, supercars, hypercars, all the good stuff, and just kind of chit-chatting and bullshitting along the way. So join us every Monday for a new episode of the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast. We really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show. Real quick, if you're a sim racer and you're looking for a new sim rig, check out the affiliate link down below for Extreme Sim Racing. I run an Extreme Sim Racing cockpit for about a year and a half now, and I love it. It's well built. There's no flex. They got great customer service. They got all kinds of products. And right now, if you buy anything through the website, you get a month of iRacing for free. I think it's a month or 3 months. You're going to want to click the link and go check it out because you get some free iRacing to go along with your purchase. And they got Sim Magic gear and all kinds of stuff. So check out the Extreme Sim Racing affiliate link. We'd really appreciate it. Plus, they got some pretty great stuff. Also, if you're thinking about starting your own podcast like we did, check out the affiliate link for Buzzsprout. We chose Buzzsprout because it's easy to use, easy to figure out. And if you're new at this thing, check them out. Check the affiliate link. On your second build cycle, they're going to kick you back $20 in Amazon gift cards. So check it out. We'd really appreciate it. And also at the bottom, there's a support the show link. That'll take you to our PayPal account. If you'd like to donate to the show, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys for listening and enjoy the show. Woo! Episode 14 of the DGDR podcast. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We had a big weekend here, and the boys are with me. Jimbo, Coach Mike, and Todd. What's up, guys?
Going on.
Woo! Big weekend
Happy
for Gran
Monday.
Turismo. Happy anniversary.
25 years. I was
Yep.
24 when this game came out.
Woo!
You were what?
24, a little young whippersnapper.
Man, you were old.
Yeah. Now
So we
I
were
am.
going to get right into this. Oh, no. No NASCAR.
No NASCAR.
Let there be over.
No NASCAR.
So,
Yeah,
what
it was
a
big
weekend.
Update.
Oh, dude.
1.26.
Updates. Great.
What a weekend, yeah.
Set of races at the grand finals. And holy shit. Gran Turismo's back.
It is.
Almost.
They needed, almost, but yeah, they needed this
They did.
They
I
really
think it
did.
was a good little hype train.
rollout. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I never trust them. I just don't trust PD. I'm sorry, I just don't.
You gotta have faith. Come on,
They have a
Jimbo.
track record
Have
of
faith.
disappointing.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
But this one,
But
it made up for it.
I felt like they brought
No.
us a dozen roses and said, "I'm
Really?
so sorry, baby. Here you go.
No.
Maybe here's
they
some
gave us
chocolates, some
pieces of
truffles."
bread. Nah, they given us pieces of bread. Now you got some tomatoes and lettuce.
It was pretty
Speaking
good.
of
I'm
this-
glad though. In that update, they put the qualifying back in the lobbies at least.
Oh, yes.
That was
Yes.
good. That was a very
That is
welcome piece of the
good change,
pie.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What else
Agreed.
did they give us? The cars didn't really care about. But
No.
Road Atlanta, guys.
Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
god, that was great. That was another
Road
good.
Atlanta.
Fun
Finally.
learning that
Right.
track. Yeah.
Man.
Because I never played it
Yeah,
in Forza or anything. So, yeah, it was fun to learn, and glad they gave us that track.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, because it's been Forza 4 for me since I've driven Road Atlanta. And man, was it good.
Yeah.
Dude,
I've never
it's
really driven
good.
myself,
Oh,
so I'm not
It's-
sure.
it's-
I've actually done a lap yet, so
it's very much. It seems like
technical.
it's really at first look at it, you're like, oh, that's not much. And then you start racing it and you realize
Oh, it's
Oh.
tough.
Yeah.
it's got some surprises.
A lot of
Mhm.
elevation.
Yeah.
there's like two
Changes.
blind corners that you're going uphill over the corner. You
Right.
can't even see where
Oh,
you're
yeah,
going.
yeah.
Like, it's like, and the only people that are gonna have, I think, the people that play chase are gonna have a bit of an advantage there, seeing more.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah,
it's gonna,
yeah.
and like being on somebody's bumper going in through those. Oh
right.
my god, man! It's gonna,
You got-
so many accidents. There's gonna be so
Oh,
much
yeah.
carnage.
It's gonna be insane.
But-
I love that though, coming up over the hill and then down.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
hauling ass,
When
just pushing, just foot's down, and you're just going. It's a fast
you are.
track.
Yeah.
It is. It is. But yeah, you got to have confidence in yourself that you're on the
Yeah.
right line and that the car's going to hold.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because just a little bit too over to the left, and you're screwed.
Yeah, you're done for.
Yeah, yeah. I was
It's so
very happy with
fast.
that. Right?
It's so fast. When you come up and over the blind hill and you just don't let off and you go into the last corner and you're just going.
Oh
Like
yeah.
there's no you don't have time to let off and slow down.
No. Oh fuck no. No. Well, that's the thing. Coming down off that last one down the hill, cross the line, and then you're hauling ass into turn one, and that one's a doozy.
It
'Cause
is.
You're just
If
going
you get it wrong,
so fast.
you are. You're done for if you
Yeah.
get that one wrong as well. So it's very technical course.
Fuck yeah.
I can't wait till they like have some actually good, like maybe like Group 1 race there or something.
Ooh yeah. You think that will be
Ooh,
coming,
Group 1 there?
coming soon to a daily race?
Nah, I doubt that.
Oh, Crushing my dreams.
God, that would be a tough one for sure.
dude, that would
Yeah.
be the shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
See, they wouldn't do
man.
that because they want people to get used to it first. 'cause
Right?
it's
Do
new.
Group 4, Group
I
3.
agree. I think there'd be a
probably
lot of
Group 3.
carnage.
Yeah,
Oh
because
yeah,
it's
it'd
not
be
something.
insane.
It's a track. It's brand new to the franchise.
Right?
You know, like nobody else has really played it on this. You know, so it's something. It's a learning curve for everyone.
Oh,
Yeah, and plus it's pretty tight course.
It
I
is.
mean,
It's very tight. There's
you
not
know,
very many
Watkins
opportunities
was
to
new.
pass. Right?
But it's not as difficult, you know, and it was carnagey as fuck for carnagey in the first couple of weeks, you know,
Yeah.
every
mhm.
time it's not even half as bad from what I've seen. So it's going to be even rougher for people. If you're not on, you're going off everywhere.
Oh
So.
yeah. You're a torpedo.
Yeah.
You're going flying. Ooh, Group 1, 16 laps, soft to medium, times 3,
Group-
times 4.
That
time.
lap is so fast, it would be Group 1 25 laps,
Right.
soft and mediums.
Under
Yeah,
a
it would
minute.
have to be, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What are we
Those-
running?
was
What
the
are we
middle
running in
time?
the bug?
116? 116s?
Is that what we were in the bug?
116,
Yeah.
117.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah,
Probably like a
116,
108,
117.
107.
Oh, probably a 108. You know,
Damn. So
it just
yeah, 25
such a
laps.
good,
Yeah, it
good,
is.
good, good.
So happy.
But that's not. They won't do that, and they'll do it on the hards.
right. I hope.
Well, I don't know what their obsession with hards are, but they just love them.
Yeah.
That they do.
Hey,
Yeah,
Mike, what do we
so,
have for this? What do we have for this next week?
Oh,
Oh,
Today.
Hold on a second. What? That's what I said for this next week. Like that would be
Today.
somebody's
Okay.
clue. Somebody's clue.
Blue.
Coach
Dun,
Mike.
Sorry, guys. I have to attend to something real quick. Technical difficulties. Are we heading into Coach Mike's corner here?
I think it's a perfect segue.
Perfect segue. I fucked up, Coach Mike. Yeah.
Technical difficulties due to children.
Yes. Yes, sir. That is true, actually.
All forgiven.
Good thing I muted
gosh.
myself when I was yelling.
Yeah.
Our
Okay.
listeners.
I have to say, it's an interesting week. I'll say that. They have Daily A as special events right now. So
Very cool.
yeah, so starting as of today, it'll be the regional final in the Lambo VGT at Monza
Ooh.
for 5
I will
laps.
be doing that.
1 times tire, 4 times fuel, racing hards and mediums.
Ooh. What?
Yeah.
Five
So,
laps, you
interesting.
said?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
I like the
It
car.
doesn't really say if it's mandatory or if they're just available.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure why you would take the hard tire if you got mediums, but
Right.
it says mediums and hards are available.
Okay.
I haven't signed in to really see it yet, but yeah. And then it changes on the 2nd.
Oh.
It changes on the 2nd. It changes to the Americas regional final, which is the MP4
Oh.
at Interlagos.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Oh,
exactly.
why do they always put death cars at Interlagos?
I don't know. They love
they
that.
like
What was
to
it? The F-1500 last time.
Yeah. Why? Again, let's go back to why.
Well, here's the thing with it though. It's only 6 laps, and it's 3 times tire and 2 times fuel with the racing mediums and softs.
And again, I don't think you get a DR or an SR.
Yeah,
No.
it's a freebie.
Either.
Yeah, and with these races as well, it's a 600% reward for money and such.
Right.
So
Trying to get everyone to do them. I'll do the Lambo
Yeah.
one for sure.
Yeah, I'll
it's
probably do both.
It's
Probably start
interesting
from
and
the
different.
back.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting and different because they actually have fuel and tire,
Right.
which is not something Daily A usually has. So
Oh yeah, no, it's street car,
Sure.
sport tires.
yeah, but then it goes. Our Daily B for the week is back to the normal mundane. Might be kind of sort of interesting. Fuji in the Group 4 for 4 laps, 1 times fuel and tires on the hards.
Too short of a race.
And the
Love
Group
Fuji.
four.
Love Fuji, but it's
Should be
too
like they
short,
did
4
last
laps.
week, like whatnot, like with the Red Bull, like extend
7
that.
laps. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Make it 6 or 7 laps.
Yeah, that would be pretty decent, I think.
Yeah.
But
It
then it's. I know you're frustrated, Jim. It's the same old bullshit. You know, the tires are hards. If you're gonna have a short race like that, put the soft tires on.
Exactly.
Give us at least that. Minimally, the mediums for Christ's sake.
Give us the grip to make the passes.
Exactly.
You
To make
gotta
it
have a
exciting.
4-lap race with no tire wear.
Yeah, come on.
It's pretty stupid.
It
It's disappointing, especially like others have said now. It's like there's so much stuff in this game that they're not utilizing that they could be. You know.
Well,
And
let's look at let's look at the Manufacturers Series race. Rain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unexpected rain. Like, we knew it was going to rain, but it still was fairly unexpected rain. And it made the race exciting.
Oh, yeah.
It did.
Yeah. But then Daily C is the introduction of Road Atlanta.
Ooh.
But they're doing the Roadster touring car. 12 laps. 1 times tire. 3 times fuel. And the almost always racing hards.
Yeah, do it.
I have to say this though. At least they put it on racing tires.
God.
That's true too.
They could have put it on sports hards.
It's
your introduction's the fucking Miata.
It's their introduction is the Miata, not Group 3, not Group 4, not Group 1, the Miata.
Again, the only reasoning I think they had it's a tight course,
right? Get people
smaller,
used to
underpowered car.
It's like Mount Panorama.
Make for fun racing. I think it should make for fun racing.
Okay, when they introduce the people who plan and created the game at the ceremonies this weekend, were they racers?
I don't know.
By the look, you can't judge a book by its cover, but
that's why
I would hope their love for cars and racing.
Just for a reason.
Yeah.
They have no clue. No clue. You know what makes good racing? Talk to Carl, Junkie Sport, shits and giggles. He knows how to make great racing. Whether it's here's your rally car, we're gonna put sports softs in the front and sports mediums in the rear, and you're gonna run around the track.
Yeah.
That's fun racing.
Well, you think they give it to each week? They pull a name from the hat and say, "All right, it's your turn to choose."
Yeah, they're like pulling from the hat of people that don't race.
Hire someone just to. That's what you do each week. You need to come up and have everything set and ready.
I tell you what.
Who knows? Who knows? I wish I worked there.
$1,000 a year, and I will do that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
How much?
100.
Ooh.
Give me 100.
Right? That's cheap.
Yeah.
And I will come up with races that drivers are like, either they're going to be like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Or you're going to have the drivers that are used to the regular daily races, and they're going to be like, what do you mean? I got to change tires twice, and I'm going to have to refuel for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you make races where all the tires are available. You make one of the tires mandatory.
Well, wasn't there a rumor of a daily D race that was going to be endurance?
Yep.
I wish I had the daily D right now, but
a little bit of a dry spell going on there, buddy.
Here's the thing is now, having said that and understanding the complaint that everybody has with not having these kind of races, what do you guys think of this weekend races that they put out for us?
Oh, this weekend?
They're awesome.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
Races at the World Series that they've given to us are the races that I want every week.
Yeah, that would be great. Give us, they need to start doing it. Maybe in the new year they start. That'd be awesome.
You know, so what was it we had on was it Saturday?
See, I missed that one. I wish
Saturday we had
Fuji.
Manufacturers, yep.
The manufacturers at Spa. Mm-hmm.
15 laps at Spa, or is it 16?
15 or 16. I don't remember.
I think it's 15.
It was half the main race.
Or no, I think it was like 20.
No.
Wasn't it?
The one for the pros was 30. Week 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And unfortunately, they put us on racing hards, but they did an amazing job of putting in rain for the race. I have to say that was an absolutely exciting race. Scared the whole way through driving that.
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
do you start on the wets, heavy wets, intermediates? How long do you go
Yeah.
for?
How much rain did you guys get in your
Downpour?
race? Downpour.
I didn't
So
get
heavy wets.
rain. I didn't know heavy wets. I was able to run on the
Okay.
Intermediates. While I was one of the first people to jump in and put on hards, and then got screwed by people that were still on intermediates and some people that got slowed down. Thanks. You knew I was on hard. You should have gotten out of my way, but no, you stayed on the racing line.
Yeah.
Gosh, it makes me mad.
Yeah.
Like, you have number one, you have a penalty, right? Dude has a penalty. And goes on to the racing line. There's only one line, and you have intermediates on. You know people are coming through a lot faster. So what you do is you come up to the kink and you just plant yourself at the apex, knowing that the guy coming up on you is on racing hards. So that dude goes from third, that being me, to finishing, I don't remember.
Oh, not good.
No. It's bad race etiquette. It's horrible race etiquette. The dude in front of me, who couldn't control his Lamborghini no matter what, blocking me, even though he was on intermediates. He could have gone onto the wet line, but no. Instead, he blocked me and blocked me and blocked me. We're on completely different tire strategies, dude. Get out of my way. But no.
Yeah, and intermediates, you want to be in the wet a little bit.
Nope. What you do is stay on the racing line, slide around, slow me down.
Waste time for everybody.
Yep.
And that was Jimbo's rants, everybody.
Yeah, all right.
I got
no, but yeah, again,
put it in there.
In the higher lobbies, stuff like that wouldn't happen. But
yeah, we were in a good lobby. That's the thing. We were in a good lobby, and people are just selfish and stupid. Completely, they don't know what's going on. Like, I switched on to the tires at the correct time, earlier than everybody else, and got screwed out of a top 3.
Yeah.
It was a stupid driving. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Gosh, now I'm gonna have to smoke some weed, even though I don't smoke weed.
Calm down, blood pressure, like the name says, blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you make it, Todd?
Did pretty well. Where did I end up finishing? I believe I got 240 points, so I think I was 7th. It was a strong lobby, but again, that rain. If you put on the hards and just get a little bit out of that dry line,
you're screwed.
Yeah, it'll send your car. And I took a nice spin. So that was early, fell all the way back. I think I started 6th, fell all the way back to 14th, and was able to climb back up to after that spin 7th. I got pushed off twice, or spun and pushed off once. So Narco from South America, if you ever listen to this, dude, you're a dirty driver, and Smedany, you shouldn't even be racing. You should be banned.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. That's bad.
But yeah, other than that, I got a good point total. So,
well, they got battle back, which is good. That's
was able to. So it was a long race and everything. How'd you do, Mike?
I started 4th, which was a lot better than I anticipated because I don't drive well in the rain. Thankfully, the quality was dry, so that kind of helped me get a good time.
Mm-hmm.
The race started. I got a great start. I was into 2nd into the corner. Guys, because it was raining start. Guys went deep and wide, so I was right behind first. First went deep into the corner after the end of this first straight. I went past and just kept putting down laps. I built up almost 7-second lead. Switched to the hards. A couple laps, probably a little later than I could have, but just to be safe and just to expand the drying line kind of thing was my intention. And when I came out on like the first lap, half a tire on the wet line going into the corner, and it just pulled me wide. Didn't
Yeah.
really spin or nothing, thankfully, but it pulled me into the dirt, which the dirt at Spa, you know what happens there. You stop, so trying to get out of that and lost. I was
Nightmare.
down. Yeah, I ended up in fourth place. My lead gone, everything. And still came back, and I finished 4 seconds off first place in
Nice.
the end.
Nice.
So in second place, I got second back. So
Hell yeah.
it was a great race for me. I was really happy with that, even though I should have had first, because I should have just kept walking away. But like I said, I'm not good with the rain and wet stuff. So just
Yeah, it's tough.
to accomplish that in my lobby, it was because I believe I was just one lobby below you guys. So I was pretty stoked with that. I think I ended up with like 190 points. So
Nice.
Nice.
Very good.
Nice. Very, very good.
Hell yeah.
Sean, how'd you end up doing?
I didn't do that race. No, I
Oh.
missed out on that one.
Mm.
Yeah, I wish I would have done the Toyota one too.
well, Toyota will be on again. So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the
All of
29th.
them are what? All the same race for 3 rounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll probably do that one.
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which
If it's
means-
next Saturday, I won't, or this Saturday, I won't be here. So I'll miss it again.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean you won't be here?
I'll be at a Friendsgiving.
Friends.
It's like these are my Thanksgiving pants.
Oh.
Eating turkey again, gaining some more weight. You know, packing on the pounds.
155?
Yeah,
Second round.
shooting for 160.
Second round's on the 30th.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
this
think it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, sweet. Cool. Then that'll work out. That should work
Yeah.
for me.
And then the next round for the third round of Spa will be on the 3rd.
Oh, perfect. Oh, I might miss that one.
Then we've got
there's multiple chances.
Yeah.
then we've got first round of the new Shits and Giggles starting on the 4th.
Oh, shit.
That's
Already
we got a
starting
really
new.
good schedule, busy schedule of racing lately.
New.
Yeah.
Really? All right. Damn. That was quick. No downtime with that.
No.
Nice. Hell yeah.
No.
Good. Yeah, there
But
was a lot of racing.
yeah. And then I guess on Sunday races, we had the grand finale for Nations. We got to replicate that race as well.
Yeah,
We did.
that was fun.
Yeah.
I
was
still need
intense.
to watch it, but it was a fun race. Even though I lost it. I think three times spun out. Fucked up my first stint on my mediums, so I had to come in early, and then just screwed up my strategy. But still came in 6th, so that was good.
Yeah, first race I had a couple of spins, screwed up my race. So I just quit. I wouldn't call it rage quit, but I wasn't going to get anything good, and I didn't want to miss the last race. So
Yeah.
Yeah, the way they had everything overlapped, you had to.
Well, that was
how'd you do, Todd?
Qualified pole. Started on the sauce, was leading, and on lap 8, happened to spin, saved it, and was trying to accelerate out, and then spun into a wall. So that cost me like 18 to 20 seconds, and then pit, and then my race was kind of done. I ended up finishing 4th for 200 and some odd points, 215, I think, or something. It was, but it was fun. It was challenging.
Mm-hmm.
What
That's for
sucks
sure.
is all 4 of us were in the same lobby.
5 of
Yeah.
us.
5.
Or 5 of us. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Dave was in there too.
Dave finished
Dave-
second.
Second.
They
He did
finished
awesome.
second.
Good job to
Yep.
Dave.
Stayed cleaned. Yeah, real good
Dave.
job.
Way to go.
Yep. Yeah, he
So-
kept his nose clean and
Mm-hmm.
did well.
Mike and I figured it would be much, much better to just quit that race and head into the last race of the night.
Yeah,
Smart.
like normally it's not like that. They got time in between, but this time because it's they actually did a hugely long race that you wouldn't make the next round if you were finished that one race. So we had to jump out early so we could get in. So
And then what happened to you, Mike?
Well, in my main race that I ended up in, I got second on qualifying, and I just drove away from the field, and I started on the mediums, went on to the hards. I went on to the hard tires early because lap 10 I had a spin. It kind of wrecked my rear tires on me, so I had no choice but to pit early, which made me have to do 4 laps on the hards to make sure that my soft tire stints weren't going to die. And I managed to have a second place finish there as well. So 2 second places for me this weekend.
Yeah. Very
nice. Nice.
Yeah, but this one I got 212 points in or something like that. So one of the first times I ever broke 200 myself. So
hell yeah,
it's awesome. Good job. Good job.
Yeah. I think by the next time, though, I think I might be able to do better than that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What about yourself? What happened with your second?
Jimbo, who was in your
second
lobby?
Race went into oh my gosh, second race went into a sucker lobby. Let's see, Grove Street, Mr. MCA. Shoot, I'm trying to think of the other guys, but
James Bond.
Yeah,
James Bond was in there. It was Monster Fox. It was a bunch of I didn't know why I was in there.
Yeah, that's some of the top tier.
Yeah. There you were talking. It was probably a number 2 lobby
at least.
Yeah. I think that was the top lobby. I don't think a lot of people did this race, to be honest.
No, but I'm saying it was. Lobby. You think it was? Well, yeah. So went in, banged out a surprising time, and ended up getting 7th in qualifying. Went out first stint on mediums. Had a couple of mishaps, so it slowed me way down. Had to come in a lap early. So I only was able to do 11 laps on my mediums because they were wearing out too quickly because of those spins. Hopped on the hards, went on the hards for 2 laps, and honestly, once the hards got warm, they felt really good. Mm-hmm. They just didn't have the speed. Yeah. So did 2 laps to get me back on strategy, went on to the softs, and started banging out consistent laps, slowly gaining on people, and then came in after 8 laps, threw on softs again and did 9 laps. And because of strategy and people not switching over to the hards or switching over to the I think it was the hards. Bad strategy. I ended up back in 6th after being as low as 12th.
Yeah.
So
in a top tier lobby.
In a top tier lobby, ended up at 255 points. Will not complain about that.
No, that's good.
No.
Will not complain at all. And
congrats.
Right.
And I was driving some of the best I've ever driven.
Yeah.
Honestly, on those softs, I was on those softs in that car.
Madman.
So fast.
I was laying down 130s consistently, and towards the end 129s consistently. So
yeah. Well, I was gonna say mine weren't quite probably as consistent as yours, but I was doing 30s and low 31s the whole way on my softs, and I did hit 29.7 in race on one of my stints.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So.
Hell yeah. Yeah, there were some fun races, man. I like those races. 30 laps.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I wish it was like that every week.
And it's nice that they're gonna do it again. You can redo them over. So those how many times that we've had with like any of the GT World Series or the FIA races and that, where it's like the next day kind of thing. It's like, damn man, if only I could do that again.
Right,
The strategy.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, guess what?
Yeah.
You can.
You
You know what I mean?
can.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
You
like
redeem
even the
yourself.
other day, like we didn't even know because it was just boom. Here's all these all this new stuff, and there was a race that like Todd and I missed.
Right.
The
Yeah.
Toyota. We thought we
Yeah.
had missed it. We were out of luck. We were screwed. No, there's
Yeah.
2 more
Yeah.
chances. Oh, great. You know, like, thank God. You know, like it's like how many times I've had I've had to miss races, or you guys have had to miss races because of work and scheduling and stuff like that. Well, guess what? There's 2 other chances on different days of the week. You
Yeah.
know? So
Right.
But still, let's just put it this way: why didn't PD say something?
yeah.
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 I
Yeah.
was-
Why they just dropped those, unannounced is.
And I'm
You know,
surprised at the grand finals they didn't even bring it up.
You know, like I understand it a little bit, like they wanted it to be a surprise in that, but like they could have had like, you know, yeah, because we talked about this and we've talked about many times, like there are all the problems with the game and all the things that they need to change and fix and balance and you know, to make it better and better. And this is not a small update, not a small
No.
chunk of code. So yeah, I understand it takes the game's been out for 7 months, 8 months. It takes that long to do this and more probably. They were working on this before they even released the game, you know. So I can understand them like certain things almost being backburner because you do not want this big rollout ta-da anniversary to flop.
Right.
Yeah.
And I give them credit where credit's due. This package, even if it's temporarily, is really good. You know, like what they've done here with the game and what they've given to the community of racers. Because how we like the grand finals and world final events are always these fairly amazing races
Yeah.
that we never get
Yep.
ever. The strategy races, you know, like the longer races, like we never get this. Now we do. Now,
Yeah,
you know, the
finally.
feedback, if they understand and get the feedback, do this more often.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I mean,
there's
if it's
no
another
reason.
year before we get this
Oh dude.
again, that's gonna. Yeah.
Exactly. You
Talk.
know, there's no reason that they can't do the same lobbies for us as they do with them.
Yeah.
True.
The scripting for the game, the host of it is there. Everything they need is already there. Just put it in the other servers. You know, it's really not that difficult. You know,
Fingers
but
crossed.
They
Listen to this podcast. And,
well, fingers crossed that this isn't just it. That this was what was tying them up.
Yeah,
This
I'm
was what was
hoping.
keeping
Yeah,
their
they've been working
attention.
on this. Now they got it out, and this was
yeah,
a
the
big.
rollout went good,
Yep.
and hey,
Yeah.
now they can implement this every month, or
Well, not even just implementing this, like start actually implementing the fixes of the game that need to. Now that you've gotten this done, it worked. Everything is great. Everybody's happy with the 25th anniversary special, because it's only a week or whatever. That it worked. Like that there was not all glitched and falling apart, and it's all buggy and stuff like that. It's
Right.
working. Now that you've gotten all that done, work on the game. Have somebody start implementing decent races more often. You know, that's a start. But fix the BOPs, fix the OP stuff, and change the balance of the game and the cars so there actually is a balance in it now. You know, get the penalty system working better. Get that wall collision stupid shit go off. You know, like
BOP should be next.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Work on, get those things. Get us more. You need more time with the BOP? We'll get more fucking information by giving us better tires to stress these cars out more. You know?
Well, you would think
to drive on ice? How are you going to get information?
Well, let's look at let's sort of go into the manufacturer's main race.
Yeah.
At Spa with the teams. So endurance race, every time they pit, they have to change drivers. It's cool, right?
Yep.
Porsche was the fastest car in the field. If there hadn't been rain or anything else, or the mistakes made by Inestrosa, sorry about that. That sucked for you.
Yeah.
But that car was unstoppable in the rain. It was on intermediates doing the same times as dudes on full wet tires. That shouldn't happen. You shouldn't have a car that's so strong that they can just stay on intermediates and be as fast as the guys on wets. I love the Porsche. You have to realize I love the Porsche.
Yeah.
But it's not fair to have cars when you do your BOP updates that are just dominant because you have not done the balance of power properly or the balance of performance properly. You've screwed that up. As soon as you know that, you should have another update in the workings to drop that one car down. However you need to do it. Add some weight to it, take some horsepower away, whatever you need to do, you need to do that. It doesn't. Subaru won because of really good driving. That's why Subaru won. Good strategy. They were the ones who got on wets, full wets first. They were fast. That car has tons of downforce, it works well in the rain. Yeah, it's slowed down the straights, but around the corners, through the rain, it's crazy.
Corners, yeah.
I have to say one thing though. I agree with you when you're saying about the Porsche being dominant and not just like being able to do what it did. But at the same time, look at the Toyota and what it was able to do in that race.
That was a comeback.
Yeah, I mean,
two wrong tire strategies,
and Jimmy thought they had no chance.
You know what I mean?
They made that mistake.
They really were. Toyota was the fastest car on the track. They just got the wrong tire strategy. But when they were on the right tires, they were flying circles around that track.
I think that also has to do with Fraga.
Yeah, that's true.
Good.
Dude, Fraga is. I mean, look what he did. Look what he did today.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday, yeah.
I mean, yesterday.
Right.
Look what he did yesterday during the nation's Cup race.
Yeah,
I mean, the nation's Cup
weekend
race
was from the beginning of the weekend. What Toyota, then the nations, then the manufacturers' grand final, and the nation, two sets of nations, Saturday and Sunday, or Friday, Sunday. Fuck, dude, it was such a long weekend of races. But he was in everything. He
was in
every race,
and he was fast in everything. Yep. He is the alien of aliens. You know, he definitely had some issues. Penalties sort of screwed him.
Mm-hmm.
But
that
still,
was
that pit entry 3 seconds. Yeah. That's tough. That's.
You know, you got to say, look, even in the manufacturers in that Toyota, he started that race on the wrong set of tires, and he kept that thing at the front as long as he could. On a set of tires that realistically had no business being on the track.
Yeah,
and he kept it up front.
Yeah, I think Toyota is a strong car in a straight line. I think it's.
Yeah, it's through the corners.
Through the corners, I think it's okay through the corners. I don't think it's spectacular.
No. Oh God, no. It is. It makes up. For what the Porsche is dominant as well but it lacks that straight line as well. Yeah. But it makes up for it in its handling through and the speed and everything, acceleration through the corners that it can take. You know, the Toyota is slightly opposite. It's not horrible, but it's not quick compared to the Porsche through the corners. But it more than makes up for it most times on just how fast it goes down a straightaway.
Oh, exactly.
You might get out in front of it and get a good speed going out of the corner, but that Toyota is coming and it's coming.
They get
fast.
a good run out of the corner, and then they get in your slip, and then they're really hauling ass.
Yeah,
I was crazy. I drove the Toyota on that, and when I was on even on the wets and on the hards, when I got behind people coming out of the first corner, I fucking laid off going up Bradillon Rouge and just enough to get that perfect run. And once I got that run, I just woof. They were just like, Jesus. Nobody even bothered fighting me. It was like that thing was just so fast. It didn't even matter, you know.
Yeah.
And it does it's a weird car in the rain too. It actually works really well because it's got that torque to it that like you can. I drove around the corner on the outside in the rain on the first corner on that thing, and that Toyota, and it just stuck perfectly.
Hell yeah.
Because you just keep it in the upper gear a bit, and it's just
Yeah.
Yeah, short
That torque
shift
will
that
just
bitch
drive
a
you
little
out
bit.
of
Yep.
Yeah, and
And
drive
just,
you out of everything.
Just rolls, exactly. Just drives and rolls right out. No sliding, no nothing. It just like and there was like a Porsche on my inside, which should be just gone. And nope, sorry, see you later.
See ya.
He couldn't even because he couldn't get on the gas quick enough. So
Yeah.
I do say like it is driver oriented. Like they kept Toyota in that for them this weekend, and even the Fraga in his race that brought him back there, even with the penalties and such. But that you don't have to be greatest driver to make that car work, So
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the races that I watched this weekend were some of the they were so good.
So
Yeah,
good.
so exciting.
We should start at the
Like,
beginning of the week. Start with this Toyota Cup because they were so good.
Which one? Hold on. Which one did you want to start with?
The beginning of the week. So Thursday, Toyota. Woo!
Oh wait, no,
Hey.
wait, no NASCAR. Sorry,
No
I thought we were talking
NASCAR.
about
We're
NASCAR.
GT racing here, boy. We our boy Cyrus from the old PDX area was in the Toyota Cup, so big round of applause for making that.
Yeah, if you forget, nice. PDX is Portland, Oregon.
Yep, he's not a part of the team, but yep,
he's not a part of the team, but he's from our area. Yeah, made it to the Toyota
Cup.
But
in that his first race, no fault of his own, got caught up. I'm going to play this replay for you guys. You probably won't be able to hear it, but I queued it up so the fans, people listen to the pod, can hear the carnage. So here we go. And it was just about to where they got to the tunnel.
What happened on lap one here? All the cross. Let's see as we go into the tunnel.
Just got caught up, nowhere to go.
Oh man!
And just taken out of the race. Just got caught up because there was no ghosting.
There wasn't.
No ghosting. So that usually when we do our races in nations and manufacturers, something happens, they ghost. We go right through them and we're good to go.
Most times, not
most
not
times.
today.
If you,
not today.
Not today. Had one.
Not
yesterday,
today.
Jimbo had one. On Sunday, Jimbo.
Yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. That's what happened.
So
it was yesterday.
Right
it wasn't
there.
today.
Yeah, they're supposed to ghost once they get to a certain speed, and whatnot. But then also when the game decides whether the car you're able to pull out of it still.
Right.
I think what it is. If it thinks you still got this, it won't ghost you.
Oh man.
It's to the point of sideways going across the track most times before it ghosts. It seems lately. It's kind of like I could have got that. You could. Oh, maybe not. Kind of thing. Like it's. I honestly think it's because it's that Sophie AI. They have it tied to the into that whole the computer the way it thinks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, hey, I've driven this and I can do it like that. I could have pulled that back. Like so. Oh nope, shit! I should have ghosted you. Maybe next time I'll you know what I mean, sort of thing. So
yeah, because
did you see
the huge?
Did you see the Sophie AI race against all of them?
Yeah, and a lot of them got their asses kicked. Most of them.
Yes, the Sophie. You made a little mistake and it was past you.
Yep. Gone.
Like it's pretty crazy.
Out of there. It was just
you got to think that you got to think it's like realistically, it's not that difficult to program AI now to do that. Really?
Oh yeah, within 10 races, that thing.
There's no input lag. You know what I mean? There's no input lag or anything. It knows exact limits and boundaries of the track. It can easily calculate speeds and momentum through the corner and
Oh, the
make
best
apexes with no problem, like with no
best line.
reaction.
Yep.
Like exactly.
And then once it makes that
knows.
one mistake, it'll never make it again.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it knows how
brakes always at
instantly
the same spot.
Yep.
and how fast it can recalculate when a mistake is made, because if it's in a race with somebody it gets bumped, you know what I mean? It can recalculate like that. Like it's basic numbers to it. You know what I mean? It's like it's not like it's like got to read that much of like a chess game.
Right.
You know what I mean? And look at the computers and AI they programmed and stuff like that. Like and they have going right now. For them to program it to drive laps around the track with traffic, that's nothing. You know what I mean? So I think they almost overdid it.
Yeah, I don't want to drive against no AI.
No, nobody does.
I don't get anything out of it. I beat a real person. At least I feel like
what you need is
a real person.
What you need to do is to make it enjoyable, especially if they want to focus on single player, is to make it more like ACC and you can range from 100 to 0, the AI strength.
Yeah, exactly.
Up to 100, a professional driver standard level.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, like there are people obviously, but there's not everybody out there can drive ACC against the AI at 100.
No.
Fuck no. Mine's at 90.
F122. What do you have your setting at, Sean?
80. Dude, that shit's really hard.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I was playing,
I've got mine set at 4.
When I got right into it, because you have to have, strong races to really gather points in that game. So having weak AI is kind of detrimental, except for when you're learning it,
Right.
So once you get learned and you're good, you start cranking it up to the point that it's a competitive as hell race. And I got mine up to 93, and I was struggling. Like,
yeah, it's fucking hard.
I was basically mid to back pack starting races and barely being able to keep on to that. You make the smallest mistakes because they don't do that. They barely make mistakes. They do. Yeah. It's kind of happens because they're programmed to be racy. So there are mistakes, but for the most part, that AI is flawless. It's just how fast they make them push the pedal down, basically. How early they make them brake a bit, and the strength of it. But it's fairly flawless. So, why can't they do that? They could just have it a little bit easier, so it's not like, hey, I'll see you later, motherfucker. You're gone.
You got no chance, bitch. No chance. Yeah, it was unfortunate weekend for Cross.
I just was sorry, but I just thought, how Spa is, and before they fixed the rolling start, where you're way back.
Oh yeah.
It's not. It's fixed a bit now, but it's still pretty bad. At least over half the field is close, right?
Right.
But you're still pretty far back at the back. But it used to be you weren't even to the bus stop when the race started if you're at the back.
I know. At least you're in 10th and you're coming out of that last corner.
If you put the Sophie AI back there and put me in first in a 4-lap race, that Sophie AI would beat me.
Oh yeah, they're fucking super fast.
Yeah.
Now how is that fun?
Right, it's not.
That literally would happen.
Yeah, it's not. I wouldn't want to play. I'd be done.
Nope.
Well, there's no fucking point. You can't beat this fucking AI.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Unless I have AI implanted in my brain, I am not beating this AI.
We'll give Elon Musk another 7 years, and that'll probably happen.
Or sooner.
Yeah,
probably
sooner.
The way things are moving. Yep.
But yeah, it was unfortunate for Cyrus for that to happen. So he lost he was in that first group for Toyota in the A group. And then Dean and Robbie Heck were in the second group, and those boys made it all the way to the last race for the Toyota Series. But unfortunately, they fell short a little bit.
Well, there was some penalties.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dino took quite a bit. Yeah.
Dino, when you get like 12 seconds in penalties, it's hard to win a race.
Yeah.
It's hard to move forward. That really sucked
No,
because that kid raced hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
there for a
too
while.
bad.
Well, one race, I forgot what race it was. Dude, he was up there for pretty much a majority
Blue
of the
Moon?
race.
Yeah.
And then a
Moon
mistake and fell all the way back.
That's all it takes. All it takes at that level.
Exactly.
Same thing happened with him and Dean in the in the nations as well, qualifying. He was doing great, and then he got bumped back and to Repechar, and then never made it. Yeah, and it's kind of shitty too, because I actually had some pretty high hopes. I picked him in the game there for the to actually be one of the winners. So
okay.
Oh,
I picked Cyrus for Toyota, and then I picked Mercedes.
I had faith in him
manufacturers.
because he's fast. He's a great guy. He's funny. Like, not just he's a good. That's why I picked him, but he's fast as shit.
Oh yeah, he's super fast.
When he's on, he could win those things.
Oh yeah. Yep, it's just fine tweaking everything and getting to Igor's level because he won the Toyota Grand Final, so he is the champion of the Toyotas.
Yep.
But yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it's been actually it's a lot of exciting racing and for us and watching this weekend. It's been pretty.
Oh yeah.
Last weekend's been great. I always thought it's a nice break from having nothing because the regular races, the things that we usually watch on the weekends, because there's not much else to race. That there was excitement, something to do, something to talk about this week, like how long that whole nation's grand final there, the last lap is going to be talked about,
Oh,
Man.
yeah. There was a lot of bumping. Sorry, a lot of bumping throughout these races. That was the one thing I did notice. There was a lot of bumping, a lot of drive. Driving close. Yes, aggressive, and so close that they weren't anticipating them slowing down. So you give them a little pump, and then they would just drive off. Sometimes they get a penalty, and sometimes they wouldn't. The only guy I saw that he did that bumped into someone in the back and didn't drive off is Gallo. And he also admitted his mistake on driving down on Dean in the Toyota. So he was the only one that showed that. Everyone else is just like, fucking, I'm going full-fledged sending it.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I'm going for it. And if they penalize me, they penalize me, but I'm fucking going for it. I'm out for blood.
Well, so final lap of Nations. I did have Miyazono for to win Nations, which everybody was like, "Oh, that's probably going to be Frog." I was like, "Well, Miyazono is strong."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think getting into the last corner complex in Estrosza. I mean, we don't see everything, but it certainly looked like Estrosza smashed into him and just kept going, and Coque Lopez smashed into Estrosza.
Did he?
Those two should have, yes.
Yeah.
Those two should have had
finished that one then.
Yeah. So, they should have both.
It's hard to see, but yeah.
Well, here's the thing is, they should have both because, if it was something, maybe slightly different circumstances, but even after the fact, Koke even said, he goes, I got hit the corner before, so I just sent it.
Oh, Jimmy's face.
Basically, he didn't give a shit. He goes, he goes, it was the last race. I got hit the corner before, so I said, screw it. I sent it, and if they penalized me, they did. If not, I don't care. It's basically what he said. It's kind of like, I'm happy to see him win, but not in that fashion. You know what I mean? He is deserving of a championship. He's been around for forever, struggling. But to do it like that, and then to kind of have that attitude at the end too, it's like, oh, it was such, I got hit, I was out of position maybe, and just played off like, oh shit, I went a little hard there. Fuck, it was, it's unfortunate. I didn't mean to do that, but he basically came out and said, I just fucking sent it, and it's just like,
I'm gonna try and find it, and I'll play it.
Well, Inestrosa said the same thing. He was like, I would have done the same exact thing. I got an issue with that. I've got more of an issue with the stewards not giving out penalties. Should have been a 3-second penalty for Inestrosa, and it should have been a 1-second penalty for Lopez, in my opinion. And whether that allowed Miyazono to win or not, that doesn't matter to me. They deserved penalties.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they were giving them out all weekend.
Giving them out all
for
weekend
even
for
dumber shit. For dumber shit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they allowed that to happen. I'm like, and I understand getting elbows out, but those last 5 corners, that was more than elbows out.
Yeah. I had a race the other day on Monday. After I went into my other account there, I had a race and I came from the back of the pack, and at the last lap, last couple corners, I bumped the guy, but not bad. But I bumped the guy, and he kind of slid away. I just let off, because I could have just easily won, and I should have easily won, but because I hit him, I just go, and gave him the race. Second. Because and I still even could have passed him even the next corner after that, but I just stayed behind him because I screwed him up a bit, even though I would have probably passed him anyways, like more than likely because I was way faster than them, but I just didn't feel right,
Right.
I always find I try to, and I'm not saying every time I give any bump, but if I feel that it was something that, oh man, that was really, small or not, I'm not going to I'm going to give you a couple corners, and whether that's a couple corners too late and the race is over, you're going to get a couple corners to get your shit back together and get back online, because I know what it's like. You get hit and you're offline a bit, how hard it is sometimes to get back on the right line and pace.
It does, yeah.
It does.
So
that's good race etiquette.
You got to give that person time. They're going to be razzled. They're going to be, oh, geez. And Sunday with the Red Bull, somebody bumped me, and I was, and I'm thankful they laid right off right after that. Sorry about that,
Yeah.
And they saw that I was, and pulling myself back together, and they let me go again and get myself a couple corners, and I was faster and got away from them, but they didn't push the situation or nothing. They knew they messed up.
See, yeah.
And that's proper. Like you said, Gallo did the same thing.
Yep.
You know what? I know I can probably get by, but here, go. I messed up. My bad.
Exactly.
And that's the way that these races should be. And that's what they used to be. Like I was saying, they got really dull for a while, but about 3-4 years ago, they were really exciting. And when the stuff happened, everybody was, oh, my bad. Sorry, go.
Yeah.
There was a lot of sportsmanship there. Now it's not even elbows out. Elbows out's the minimum.
Right.
Yeah, everybody's out for themselves.
And you wonder why races, people stop, even Carl was saying there, he doesn't do the races because he just races with his friends and leagues and stuff. He doesn't care about the DR because it's just a platform to race in proper races.
Right.
So DR, and that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, Carl is like, I'm not going to race with people that are going to push me off the track. He goes, if I get into a daily race in the European, African, that giant league over there, he goes, if I pop in and there's a Portuguese driver, Italian driver, Spanish driver, even near me, I don't want to be in that race.
Right.
And it's because it's the same as our South American drivers.
Yeah, you're not going to get to race because you're worried the whole time. You're going to get bumped and hit and punted and
it's the problem. It's not like every one of them is like that, but there's just the vast majority of it that it makes you so self-conscious of it that it's like it destroys your race, and you're because you're always waiting for that in your mirror or whatever to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to. How many times you could have made a move, but you don't want to possibly be on the outside to get pushed wide. So you just got to leave it. How many positions we've lost because it's it's not worth it. I'm going to get knocked off the track because he's going to see me going by him, and
Hip
away
check.
I go.
Hip check.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bloop.
Yeah, well, that's like Smizzle.
Yeah.
Oh,
And who's old? What's his name? Mad Knight Mopar. I'm trying to think. There are a few of them. There are a few of them out there that just they
me to knee.
Mm-hmm.
they just run you off the track. They just run you off the track.
Or they block you, and it's.
I will tell you this right now. Yes, when Smizzle is near me, I put him off the track, and I will do it in my second account every single race.
Yeah.
Every race.
Second account, baby.
He was in my race there on Sunday, right behind me in third. And sure enough, I for your guys' warning that he would punt and try to take you out first corner. I went in and I saw him on the inside a little bit, and I braked a little late and went around wider, and he just drove right through and almost took first place out. And he took off into the lead. And then, funny enough, once he pit and got into traffic, because he wasted his soft tires right off the start, when he got into traffic after 8 laps, well, he ended up in 5th place in the end because he's an idiot. So he blew by everybody trying to take him out at the beginning, had a huge lead, and because he's a fucking moron to begin with, he ended up blowing his chances. I saw him save my race and end up staying in second in the end.
Yeah, see.
And Mad Knight was there as well, and he finished in the back again because they're all a bunch of morons that fucking drive recklessly and dirty, and then think because you bumped them because they were doing dirty stuff, it's all your fault. And then when they make a mistake and see you again, they take it all out on you.
Yep.
100%.
It's like learn to drive the car and drive properly. You'd be faster. It's just like, and that's what I understand half the time is like you're just making yourself slower and losing time by doing these things.
Yep.
But they'll just continue. Like, it's funny that you say that because look at Jim and I, like fucking OG Moorman.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, gone. Boom, gone. Like kind of funny and coincidental after talking smack. The 2 races that he jumps in, and there's PDX all over the fucking place. He jumps off them right away.
See ya. Bye.
Literally.
And this is the thing that you'll find out. There's a lot of shit talking about how dirty PDX racers are. We are only dirty to those who are dirty to us. You can ask everybody else. Yep. You can ask Grove Street. You can ask Mr. MCA. You can ask any of the top racers that we've raced against. You can talk to people like Mugen, which I believe is Murakal now. I think that's his screen name. You can talk to Judge. You can talk to anybody that races against us regularly, and they will tell you what kind of racers we are.
Exactly. And we ain't dirty. And we stream. No. We all stream, so they could even go back and watch our live streams and see how we
bully
drive.
The bullies.
Yep.
Yeah. I won't put up with bullies.
No.
I'll take them out. I don't care. Like I said, I've got a second account, and I'll go after them.
Yeah.
I'll push them right up.
Remember the legendary Chalky mattress, fucking.
Yep.
And how many times that we've had him and taken us all out in races and that we actually dropped back and fucking pinned him in at the back of the pack so he couldn't wreck anybody.
Yep.
And sacrificed ourselves to make sure that he didn't take out the field. And he's been notorious. He had multiple accounts because he can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's the same kind of guy as a Kemi Valcino.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and let's the psychotic CTU before you see to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Path.
Yep.
That dude's a psychopath.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, he goes to another racer's town so he can have a fight with him after being a dirty driver. He's a dirty driver.
Yeah, for his actions.
What's funny is when we confronted him and we raced together last week, he raced me clean. He didn't try to take me out. I was worried about it, and he raced me clean after calling him out on being a psychopath.
Right?
Because he is.
He is. Yeah, and
Fucking psycho.
you know,
Like there's
the truth
no
hurts.
reason to
Psycho.
race like that. And I'll take you out. I don't have a problem. I took him out probably 2 or 3 times at Spa. Anytime I could take Smizzle out, I took him out at Spa. You know, I just, those guys don't deserve to be racing.
Nope.
Not when they're all of us, not when there is such a huge part of the community that doesn't race that way.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because, there's only 1 or 2, maybe 3 at the most, usually in a lobby that you got to watch out for. And, it just fucking sucks when that shit happens.
It really does. It's just better when there's clean,
makes
good
you not want to
racing
race, and
you're
like, oh, should I get on a race? I don't want to take the chance of ending up with this asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking wasting my time.
What's crazy is racing in the shits and giggles. Yeah. Number one, there's no pressure,
right,
which helps out. But number 2, all of those guys drive with respect.
See.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what makes
the
it
best.
no pressure. It's one that's no pressure because it's not a competition. It is, but it isn't.
And if they hit you, guess what? They slow down, they stop, they apologize. There's no animosity.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to worry about them because they're all of them are good people to race around, and that's that's
you don't
what
have to worry about the dive bomb. You push the punt, like anything like that. You can understand. You know that you can go on the outside of that guy, and he's going to give you the room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to be able to. He left the door open. You're on the inside. He's not going to cut down on you. He's not going to pit you coming out of the corner. He's not like you don't have to worry about that. You know what I mean? Like. That's what makes racing when you can have that, when you know that the guy behind you or the guy in front of you understands the proper race etiquette and standards, that when you go by him, you're going to be able to go by him. You're not going to get wrecked. You're not going to get, taken out kind of whatnot. You're not going to have an issue. Whereas the dailies are full of, I'm a half second ahead going into the corner, and all of a sudden a guy comes from
heat-seeking missiles.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking jeez.
I'm going as I'm braking, the 3 second gap from behind disappears, and the guy's in my door. Like what the hell is that? And his car stops, mine goes flying, and he turns the corner properly. Well, not properly, but you know what I mean, like no problem. He's still on the track because he got stopped dead because of my car.
Yeah.
And then the worst part about it is 9 times out of 10, I end up with a 2-second penalty for hitting the barrier.
Yeah, exactly. And then you also get penalized on top of it.
2-second penalty for colliding with another car.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But and a barrier penalty, and that's the one thing that they got so strict with these barrier penalties because of wall riding. Guys are getting punted off. I've seen it.
Yeah, hitting the wall, getting like 3
to me.
seconds. Yeah,
it happened
and
to me.
You get a penalty for hitting the wall, even though that you got slammed into the wall by somebody.
Yeah, and the harder you hit that wall, the bigger the penalty.
Yep, Daytona Road Course, 5-second penalty, and I got fucking punted, and it's like, really? I mean, my race is ruined.
Yep.
Do you
1/8 of a mile off the track and got a 5-second
Do you
penalty.
guys want to queue up your YouTube on the Grand Final of Nations at 1:51:46? It's lap 28 with Lopez behind Miyazono and Estroza behind Lopez. And then I'll play it, and these lovely listeners can listen to it, and we can.
Okay,
we got about
final. You said
1:51:46 Grand Final Nations Cup. That Lopez situation. One of the comments on the live was hilarious. Cocaine Lopez has a need for speed.
Cocaine Lopez. I just hope they put out some other angles.
Right.
Yeah.
Monday or Tuesday.
Apparently they did in the GT the after party video, like stream.
Oh, they did.
Afterwards.
Okay. Oh, all right.
There was a conversation, some other I don't know how many angles, but there was a few angles apparently put out there. But it would be nice to be able to access the replay.
Right.
Oh, wouldn't it?
You know,
yeah.
That way you could see.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
From
The
everybody's
whole thing.
view and angle and steering angle and.
Well, too, there was
Probably
one
is
another
time.
shot.
I think when Gallo came down on Dean, they kept showing the replay, but they were showing the shittiest angle.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't switch cars or. It was just
a wider angle.
Yeah, I would have went
see
to in
it come
front of
down.
Gallo and looked back because I think he was close enough, and you could have seen it perfectly. But they wouldn't switch. All right, just let me know
But
when
you could
guys are
see
ready.
that his steering angle went down. He
Oh
just
yeah.
had a
Oh
reaction.
yeah. You saw the car
Yep.
go down for sure.
All right, so we're ready. You said 151.46.
Yep.
46.
And then I'll push play. Let me know if you guys want to pause and discuss anything. And let's watch this because then we are going to be done. So 3, 2, and go.
Down this straight, but I think it's all going to be in vain. Look at the slipstream. Look at how he's being pulled along by that toe. And to
Going through the
he's going to be
tunnel.
defenseless in his challenge to hold on to that race lead when he holds onto it for the
Yeah,
time
I still
being.
need to watch
He's been
this.
patient here. If he's in a
Oh.
front,
Oh!
So there's a shoulder check right there with no incident report.
I think that was all right. I think that was okay. The door
Yeah.
was open. Those went in. And if the,
And Jimmy's saying, I think that was all right. Looked like the doors were open.
Doors open or not, he didn't make the apex.
Put his hand up there, I think, just to say sorry. Didn't mean to, but now
That's
it's
the
a
thing.
run to the end.
And now they're going.
You know he's going to go for it. He has to. He has no choice. Lopez needs to defend this.
Oh, and
with his
Miyazono's on
life.
the mediums
So
too.
down to the first corner we
Yep.
go. Miyazono on the
Yeah.
outside, Lopez then on the inside. I don't think
Lopez on
Miyazono's
them
gonna have enough of
softs.
an answer on the braking, so he runs it a bit hot into
It's
turn
I know. I've been
Sauce.
wanting him,
Sauce.
Lopez, to get win a championship for so long because yeah, he's always come so close. And then just falling short.
If I'm not mistaken, both Inestrosa and Lopez soft tires were about 20% left on the rears.
Wow.
In that ball. Like, realistically, Miyazono had the best tires on that situation.
Miyazono is going to have the same advantage Koke had on the way up the straight here. He's now going to have the toe. So what is the gap coming out of here? 7/10 second. He immediately weaves to the right-hand side, tries to break the toe. Koke Lopez needs to be supreme through the last part of this lap now. He needs to be able to do this now. Watch
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't give him a penalty for that.
We'll see the gaps once they're done. Koke Lopez still ahead of Miyazono.
Second
Yeah, I
penalty.
mean, no investigation.
Usually you get
No
a second
investigation.
penalty.
Oh, supposedly the stewards reviewed it.
There was they were both in. There was a pop up for both in the stream there for both of them that both incidents were under review. And I think it was they basically said, okay, you know what, we're just gonna wipe our hands of this.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's gonna get ugly all the way around. Like how do you really straighten that out? Because like Miyazono gets wedged basically. You know, like both Lopez and Inestrosa are kind of in the wrong there. Screw them. And then the fact that, you know, I honestly think though that it looks like Inestrosa lets off.
Holy shit.
And that's why Lopez gets the run there, because if you see when they come back together, Inestrosa has the line and the speed coming out of there, just basically pull away and take it.
Oh shit.
But then he
Here we go.
lets through coming through.
Yep.
Like Inestrosa
Wow.
right on him.
And he's on the softs. Lopez is on the hards.
No, they're both on, Lopez and him are both on softs, and then
No.
Lopez came into the
Lopez
pits.
on hards, Miyazono on
'cause he
hards.
came in
Because they came in on the very last lap.
That's right, that's right.
Holy shit.
right.
Well, too, it looked like Miyazono going into the tunnel there went a little wide. I'm surprised he didn't try and defend that a little bit better, knowing he was right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, but he's not that kind of guy to swing over and try to block like that.
Right.
I mean, that's
Right there. Koke
Ooh,
Lopez
yeah.
hits Inestrosa going into the tunnel.
Yeah.
Damn, look at this. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay, hold on.
Pause
Let's
it.
back that up. Let's back that up a little bit. Let's back that up a little bit. So I'm at what's the timestamp? 154.59 is where I went back to.
Okay.
But we're going through the tunnel again.
154.
4:59.
Ooh, come on, 54.
Like, it's
Final
just
lap.
Okay.
go to 154.59 and start up from there.
Okay. Yep. Okay, going up. Yeah, 'cause what in the hell happened there?
So Inestrosa goes to the outside. Koke goes and blocks him off, pushes him wide. Miyazono comes back in, slows down, comes through the corner.
The tree like blocks it
Yep.
because they all like come together into that corner. It was like a sandwich.
And right there through the tunnel corner,
Yep.
and Lopez just pushes him wide.
Yeah, he gave him that.
There
tap.
should have been penalties for both Inestrosa and Lopez there.
Yeah, 1 second at least. But like Mike said,
But if you
they
do
just
look
wanted
at it,
to
like,
keep-
Last
if
lap.
you come, like I'm not saying he doesn't deserve a penalty or anything because of it, because it was a bad move to make and everything. But when they come together and they kind of wedge out and take out Arizona, Inestrosa has that line. If you look there and he's pulling away, but as it comes to the next camera angle, he's let off and Koke's like right on him.
Mm-hmm. Well, too,
And I
right
think,
after.
I think he kind of was like, oh shit, and was gonna like kind of wait and saw Koke fucking just taking off, and was like, okay, well fuck, because
Right.
he knew he was involved with it as well, and he didn't let off. So it was like, all right, go. And by that time, he was already going. He was a little wide, which left the door open for Koke to say fuck it and send it, and then pushed him wide.
Oh, it was a battle for sure.
it was.
Yeah, but I honestly do think that Nostroza was going to was letting off there, and then just kind of like, fuck it. you
Well,
know?
too, yeah. Stroza put his hand up like, what the hell? And then
Yeah.
as soon as they crossed the line under investigation, were the three,
Yeah.
Lopez, Stroza, and
Yeah,
Miyazono.
because I think he was going to be like, okay, let like everybody calm the fuck down, kind of coming out of there, like, but Koke just kept going,
Right.
and that's when he already put the foot back down and kept going. But I think to me it looked like the way when the angles changed there that he's let off, because when the contact happens, he's boom and he's going, and then he's going kind of slow, and even with worn soft tires, he should have had, if he was still going, a length on Koke going into that corner easy, not almost side by side and Koke sending it basically, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy how many people ran over to Estroza when it was done. Miyazono's still sitting in his chair like, what the fuck just happened?
Oh yeah, it's like I had that.
How crazy would that be to be on that stage and shit like that go down, like those emotions, those feelings?
Oh, look at
All
what's
that
his
shit.
name? Baptist. He got I'm pretty sure he got a disconnect.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking wheel shit happened.
Yeah.
One of the TGT fucking issues again.
Yeah, Gallo got screwed out of that race.
Yep, there were several people that happened to this weekend, and I have issues with that because that shouldn't be happening at the World Championship.
Well, I couldn't believe, and it was at the start of the race. I'm surprised they didn't stop the race.
You
and
redo
restart
it? Yeah,
I didn't
exactly. It's like
race.
And they're like,
that was
just like in real life, these things happen in the sim world as well. Well, fuck that. You can restart the shit because
You
it's the first
can't.
lap.
it wouldn't have
They
taken
do-
that long.
No.
Hey, is that look at like F1?
Yeah.
Is that not the rule? If you can't even finish the lap, and fucking restart the race.
Right.
We have to stop it because of a massive accident. It doesn't even count for a lap.
Yep. I know, and it wasn't even his fault too because his wheel was disconnected.
Yeah.
Wasn't even working.
Yeah.
And then like Baptist, like the guy had a pretty rough weekend and fucking was battling back on Sunday, and he got up to like 6th place or something like that. And actually, he wasn't had a chance to necessarily win the championship, but he was, placed strong and finish up strong, and boom, done. And all you see is his name. If you watch it, it's just dun 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 dun, and then it shows him just sitting there with his hands in his lap, like, great competition, guys.
right.
Kind of shit. Like you could just see the look on his face. It's just like, this is bullshit.
Oh yeah, I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed. Well, shit, boys.
It's the end of it.
A few minutes over. Yeah. It was another good one. Full weekend. The races were great. So if you haven't checked those out, I definitely suggest checking out the grand finals for the GT World Series. God damn it.
Yeah. This last weekend was some of the best racing I've seen. It was crazy intense racing.
Yes.
It was.
And fuck, we did a full 25th anniversary Gran Turismo special. Because we just talked Gran Turismo the whole time, guys. That was good. It went by fast. We didn't even think we'd get this far.
I know.
We went over a little bit. That's fine.
Boy, did we have a lot of bitching to do.
Sure did. There was some good stuff. They great weekend of races. Very intense. That was back on par in Monaco. We had dudes from our town, dudes we've raced with there. So that was awesome just watching that portion of it. Enjoyed that.
Absolutely.
The races they added for us to race in were great. Dailies.
If you're racing station, do it.
Yeah.
Do them.
Oh, yeah.
They're a lot of fun.
Yep. Do them up for sure. So episode 14's in the books. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday. Remember, tonight we'll be streaming at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the YouTube. So go to the PDX Sim Team YouTube page, and there's links to everyone's YouTube page, and go subscribe and check us out tonight.
I just want to add just one little quick apology for those that are listening that unfortunately we didn't have the time this week. That if you tune in next week, we should be able to get in our grievances with some certain people that we've been trying to get out there. So
definitely next week we will have Grievance Corner with Mike and Jim, also with a little bit of
maybe some NASCAR still going. Still NASCAR. Oh shit, what about Esteban Ocon at the finals? F1 driver, I forgot about that. Hung out, did some Pro-Am race. Super GT was in it. I think Jordan from GT Planet was racing in it. Esteban was racing in it. He came in second. And did a little interview. I think he's getting into it. So that was cool to see. F1 driver. And I think there was a Mercedes driver there as well during the manufacturers, helping the Mercedes team out with strategy. God, I forgot his name. Races in the GT series out there. But yeah.
Well, we'll just
back. Almost.
Yeah. Almost. And Kaz Nakajima?
Yeah.
Was there also from Toyota Gazoo Racing. So that was cool.
Yeah,
too.
That's right. It didn't Igor do you have a question for him? Can you get me on the team? Can you get me on the Toyota Gazoo Racing team? Sure. That was the best. All right, guys. We'll see you next Monday. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe.